Hi, Doug from Doug Bets Tackle here. Stuart Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Mate, we're much better. We've both been a bit sick this week. Spent time off, but not fishing, unfortunately. Just trying to get better.
Yes.
But we are better, and we are rocking, and the fish are too. This Sunday.
I wish we fake sickies and went fishing.
I know.
It'd be so much better.
Mate, I'm so hanging to go fishing. But anyhow.
I haven't fished in 10 days. It's killing me.
I'm beating you on 2 weeks.
Rubbish.
No, I had to go to Melbourne last week.
Yeah,
True.
true.
So, guys, we're going to talk about fishing. So, this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, the 10th, 11th of December 2022. Saturday looks not too bad, but Sunday is the day, especially in the mornings.
Yes.
4 a.m. through to about probably midday. They're talking like 4 to 6 knots, so haven't had that for a long time. And the fish are out there. They've been biting not too bad. This week is a bit quiet early. It's still a bit of northerly.
Yeah, a bit of northerly. So even though the weather was really good on Tuesday and Wednesday when we were sick, when I was dying, there wasn't a lot of fish caught. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so
a little violent.
Yeah. So this weekend though, or this today actually, if it's Friday, there's a few guys that ventured out on their kayaks and jet skis and whatever in that rough weather this morning. That big southerly come through last night at about 35 knots.
I know. Yeah.
At around 10:30, and the push the blue water in obviously pushes the mackerel back on the chew again.
Yeah.
And they caught some really decent spotties. That's also good spotties caught. So all trolling, Stewie, the little famous pink pilly rig.
A little pink pilly rig,
Just
Dougie.
like that.
Yeah. So single strand wire.
Yep.
3 hooks.
Yep. Bit of lead on the first hook.
Bit lead on the
Put a
first
copper
hook.
wire
That's
around the eye, pull the head down tight onto the hook.
Yeah.
Very slow troll, 1 knot. Size of boat goes through this fish, drop back to neutral, let it sink down, pull it back up through the fish at very slow speed again.
And Dougie, while we're on that, you got 3 hooks, mate, but it's not a normal gang. You don't put it in the side of the pilly.
No, I put it in the belly too, so I measure out so the eye of the hook just there is underneath the chin of the fish, and this bit of copper wire which is attached here, you might not be able to see that, but a bit of copper wire there goes through the eye, under the hook, pull it tight, through the eye, pull it tight, and sort of pull his head down tight, but that's the last thing to have to go in actually. The first thing is that hook there, so hook starts underneath the belly, up near the tail, first hook in, second hook in, third hook in, then line that up and then you do that part.
Yeah.
Last, then you pull the skirt down nice and gently over the whole head and just on the front part of the head.
Yeah.
And drop it in the water and away you go. They love it. They love it. And then we do a bigger version too, Stu, but this is more Spanish mackerel a bit later. But the spotties will still take that, but you got garies or saris.
Or like a massive pilly or a slimy.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a great thing to get it. They can do it behind a little tinny, they can do it on a big boat, they can do it behind a kayak, anything.
Yeah.
Jet ski.
Yeah.
The other thing too is obviously casting, Stu. You guys have been casting metals down there when they are on.
Lots of metals. They've been smacking them.
Look for them come to the surface, and then sometimes they're away from the boats, and you'll just see the birds a little bit over there. Zoom over, and you'll see them zipping through the water. The ones that are jumping a little tuna, the ones that are zipping through the water, they're the spotties, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the sort of stuff they love.
Yeah, that's it. So the size is dependent on the bait size, but generally anything from about 25 to about 45 grams.
Yep.
And throw it out. I always let it sink a little bit and then just wind as fast as you can. Dougie, you pause in between your winding?
I do pause like just for a microsecond. Yeah, very quick. Monster Shots, these are like just an absolute awesome lure. They do 2 sizes, 40 gram,
so
40 gram and 60 grams, I think it is.
Yeah.
These
they're like a sinking stick bait with a tiny bib, so they do actually have quite a good action. And I think they're a dual product.
Yeah, dual product, dual slash Yozuri.
Yozuri, yeah.
Yep.
Good hooks on it. If you're like one of the boats anchored up there, float line in, we always cast one of them out the back and gets nailed.
Well. Those all these fellas here. Same stuff we use on the dolphin fish too.
Yeah, that's right.
It's definitely the same. So that's the mackerel. So be looking down at palmy, obviously gravel patch, maybe mermaid.
Mermaid, yeah. Mermaid.
And then Southport, they've got to be starting here soon. So just have a crack.
Yeah.
But the big thing this week, Stuart, little black marlin. They have
turned up.
They've been turned up a couple of weeks ago, but now they're really turned up.
They're here.
So one of our friends, one of our customers, Aaron, was out for the game club, Gold Coast Game Fish Club. He was out, I think, on Wednesday, solo fishing out of his boat. He got 4 from 6.
That's good.
In just the morning on his own.
That's very good.
Yeah. Just a little blacks up to sort of 20, 30, 40 kilos.
Yeah.
And he said they were just there. We had more crew on the boat. He might have got 10
more
fish.
Yeah.
So there's a few other boats that did similar as well, and they were caught anywhere from sort of just north of Jumping Pin all the way down to off Southport here, fishing that 50 to 30 metres or even 20 metres, right in close, back out again, sort of zigzagging. and trawling Little Skirt Stewart.
If you are going to do that, but guys, there is a green zone from about Korean Cove to the Pin Bar, so you need to check your maps.
Yeah, it's on the maps. And that's the sort of stuff we're using. We just got 500 Bakula lures in, guys, and we also got 500 Fat Boys in a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah, we've got a lot of skirts.
Well over 1,000 skirts in at the moment that would suit your category of fish. You've got the new fish prints again that Bakula did last year that were really popular and worked really well. These things also work really well on dolphin fish around the fads.
They do.
The fads have been fishing not too bad. Again, they've been frustrating at times where you've been out there and the dollies are in the back of the boat and something huge.
Yeah.
And they look at your bait, they look at your lures, and they just swim off. But other times they'll just turn on and you'll troll skirts past and double hook up, triple hook up, or you'll cast the lure and they'll be straight on. You know, it's just like any fishing.
It's on the day.
There's a bite
during
time.
Bite time
They don't like northerly winds. Southerly wind, you catch them. You know, it's
yeah.
part of the parcel. More you out there, the more you understand how it works.
Yeah.
Soft plastics work really well too, Stuart.
Yeah, those catch ones, mate, are going to work a treat. They're reasonably new, W.
Yeah,
I really like orange for everything.
Especially with dolphin fish.
But dolphin fish works really good. Even the pilly patterns.
Yeah.
And just with a half-ounce head.
That's
throw
right.
it out. Pretty ready.
Yeah, give it a go. And the other thing too is that the kings have been really on for bottom fishing guys. The kings have been really on at around those 50 fathom, where the 50 fathom fads are. There's reef around there as well.
Yep.
And jigging kings still going off, like big kings. At the moment, my mate got some about a week ago. They're around 20 kilos.
They're big.
They're big. Yeah, so give them a crack. And we're probably going to do it on Sunday morning. Actually, we're going to take my kids out jigging after we've massacred a few dolphin fish, and then we're going to come in and catch a few marl. That's our plan, Sam. Anyway, so there we go. So bottom fishing in close. There's been some good snapper caught again. There's been some good pearlies out wider. The guys fishing the deep. So Sunday morning you could definitely do a deep drop out wide if you went early. There's been a lot of flamies. There's been a lot of big cod. I see Jim was jigging up some cod the other day as well as jigs. In that sort of 300 metre line, and that's using 400 to 600 gram jigs. And definitely the bottom fishing everywhere's quite good. The currents slowly picking up, and the water temperature is definitely picking up. The water temp now is around 24 to 25 out wider, but the current's still not too bad. But it could change overnight. You don't know. Yeah,
could be very quick.
Yeah, looking at that, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So if you want to go offshore, definitely look at the spotty mackerel if you're a little boat fishing close. Or you go a bit wider, chase dollies, or you chase some snapper and pearlies, and then have a crack at jigging, or get in that sort of 30, 50 metre line, as I said, from Jumping Pin all the way down to Burley, and just zigzag in that depth, 30 to 50 metres. With skirts. That's it. We can bring them up for you as well, guys.
We can.
So let's put it offshore, I think. Stewie, Spanish crab season starts next Friday morning at 1 minute past 12 on the 16th.
Set an alarm, have you?
Yeah, I have actually. I've got my pots ready. Spanish crabs, all the pots here, guys, if you need the gear. Anyhow, let's go to in the Jumping Pin area, Stu. What's that called? Jumping Pin.
There's still heaps of bait.
Heaps of bait.
It's like the same every single week, but there's still heaps of bait.
I know, heaps of bait, heaps of tailor.
Heaps of tailor, heaps of flatties, heaps of whiting. There's a bit of everything up there at the moment. Crabs.
No different story to last time.
No, that's
it's
right.
just still happening. The fishing hasn't stopped. So plenty of whiting around the lagoons, Stewie.
Yeah, the lagoons. So that new lagoon is fishing better than the old lagoon. It's got more tidal flow in there. There's better ground for them. Just up the very back, and just fish unweighted yabbies.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
been the best.
Give it a go. I'd also give it if you're going to use surface lures like AB Panics in the Jackson range, or anything small in that sort of surface popper. 50,
sugar pen type.
Yeah, sugar pen,
stuff.
70 mil. And get around those flats on the big tide. The really big high tides this weekend coming in the morning. So high tides sort of in that 9, 10 o'clock. Really big high tides, and I would definitely be getting to those banks and just twitch and constantly winding those little poppers in. You might get some really decent winding. Be the same scenario at the back of wave break too in that area. Yeah,
back of wave break, western side of crab, all that type of area.
That's right.
You just need to be over a big yabby bank that floods quite quickly.
And cast across the current, not up or down it, okay? The other thing too is around the jump in areas, flatties, I'm getting along Clinker Banks, a few caught this week. And also Gold Banks have been not too bad.
Gold Banks been good, been a few bigger fish.
And Tipples area as well, I think it's not too bad as well. Crabs, there have been a few buddies caught around the Pimpamar and Logan area, I think.
Yeah, like back blocks up around Cabbage Tree and all that type of areas.
They've also started around down around Wasp Creek and sort of Coomera area at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So quite a few caught this last week, big ones. And give them a go. A few sand crabs around the Tippers Channel and also down around the Aldershots as well at night time. Yeah. Dewey's in the jumping area. There's been a couple caught. Sharks have been a bit of a problem there, guys. But at the tide rips at the moment, the big tide, you only got sort of like an hour window towards the bottom or towards the top to fish it before it gets too fast. Yeah. Beach fishing, the swell's been up the last few days, so I can't give you much on the report on there. But yeah, Australia's always got big tails time of the year though.
It does, yeah. There's not as many, but they're bigger.
They're bigger.
They're heaps bigger.
Yeah. Down the Broadwater, Stu, any tarp on that around, mate?
Mate, there's been a few tarp on around, like just north of Sovereign type area, like along that Aldershots area. A couple along there, a couple along over near Kurrajee as well.
Yeah.
And not heaps. It's kind of the tail end of them now. They've been better size.
Heaps of flatties along Kurrajee from actually Portuguese, which is the old oyster lease there near Crab, all the way up to North Kurrajee. Just fishing the bank on that first run-in tide, guys. Give that a crack, which is like 5 o'clock tomorrow morning or Sunday morning. Yeah. Give that a go using soft plastics. Okay, that's really good fishing at the moment.
You just use the little doctors for them, don't you?
Yeah, I use the doctors. That's my favourite go-to.
Favourite. I like the white paddle tails.
Yeah, these are Antice. These are actually like the stretchy 10x type material. Yeah. Really, really good. Anything small, a 3-inch, keeping that jig head around that 1/6 to 1/4 size. Yeah. Casting up current and just hopping it back and bango, you're on. Bango. Yeah, bango. Whiting. Back away break off the foreshore, definitely between Bigger Creek and the Grand, even down to Lotus Creek. Definitely around the Gold Coast Southport Pier. Yes, the beaches there aren't too bad as well, and up towards the Sundial Bridge off the beach there's not too bad as well. Where the swimming closure is just a bit past there. A few good whiting there, late afternoon, early morning, and if you guys fishing off the foreshore between the super berth there at Southport Yacht Club to the boat ramp at Sundial. Along that stretch there's a good whiting there. Late afternoon, early morning. Just on the yabbies and worms. If you're land-based, shore-based. Give that a go. Also the beach is probably worth a go too. The swell will drop off as this, a bit big today, but it's going to drop once this wind dies down a bit. So give that a crack. Dart, brim, whiting off the surf. Southport Spit.
Bit of everything, mate.
Jacks, Stuart.
The Jacks have been really good. We've got a lot of warm weather. Afternoon storms is kind of jack time.
That's right.
So all the canals have been fishing really good.
Paradise Point, Renai Bay's been good.
It's been better. They're not river, but the water temp's been good up there. There's been a lot of bait and those white paddle tails. That type of size, absolute killer. And
cast along the pontoons.
Cast along the pontoons, Use a little bit heavier jig head if you're going to cast along the pontoon. So
keep it on that depth.
Yeah, you need it to be quite deep while you're winding rather reasonably quick. So if it's too light, it pops up. They can't see it because they're like looking under the pontoon and you're above it. So
okay. And Stewie, that's probably it for a few sand crabs around the Western Foreshore Channel, Sovereign down to Gold Coast Bridge at Sundial. All the way along there, night time. Put sand crab pots out on the edge of the channel.
Very general area, Dougie.
It's a big area, but I get them all the way along there. Sometimes I put them there, sometimes there, but they all work.
They all work.
And when you put your pots out, guys, if you've got 4 pots, don't just put them all in a 100-metre section. I put 4 pots over probably 4 kilometres. I try that area, and that area. Where they are, the next night or whatever, I'll move my 4 pots to that area, and I still won't put them more than about 300 metres apart, no closer. But sometimes I see 4 pots in 30 metres, and that's so stupid because there's only 5 crabs there.
That's right.
So you might get a put 1 pot there, they'll go into that 1 pot. You don't put 4 pots there and get 1 in each pot. That's stupid. Sorry, just tell the truth. Okay,
very passionate there. Anyway,
crab is one of my specialties. Stu, fresh water. What's happening in fresh water, mate?
Well, Lockie's been bass fishing again.
I know.
Lockie does the most fishing ever.
Young Lockie works here, young blonde hair kid. Nice boy, young gentleman like us. It's part of the criteria.
He fishes a lot. But he's been catching a lot of bass, and I think he went with his old man Jason, and they caught some cod and all that stuff up at the upper reaches of Coomera.
Right. They normally get the upper reaches of Hinds as well.
Upper reaches of Coomera this week. So they're trying a bit of everything.
Right.
But there's fish at both spots, as Dougie said, up near Hinds as well. It's been good. Little creature baits. A little Jacksons. Anything with heaps of legs on it. work really, really well. And just around the snags, Dougie, these ones here, they've got to work as well.
I think they work on flatties too, actually, by the way.
Yeah, I reckon they probably would.
But anything in that sort of area, and fish fairly light jig heads cast up current as well, got a bit of current in the streams, and just hop it back towards you really slow. And you might even want to try just the surface with the weeders hook right up into the snag on the edge of the bank from one side to the other, and then just pop it and just wait and let those rings dissipate. When the rings dissipate, you go to move it again. They're sitting underneath it. As soon as you move it, they grab it. Okay. That's how it works in the streams.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
that's how it works. And Dougie, the guys up the dam, have they still been smashing them?
They have. So I see Ray and his mate up there. They do a tagging every week up there, I think. But they fish with shrimp.
Yeah.
But they sort of give us some idea where the bass are happening. And the bay with all the timbers seem to be happening set in front of the timber at the moment.
Yep.
Trawling, control lures like that.
Yeah, trolling lures like this is really good. Particularly if you don't have a sounder or you're in a kayak or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a great way to find fish and you can cover that ground. So.
Yeah, go back and fish your plastics or vibes or whatever in that same area. Give it a go. The hin stems were going to be beautiful up there actually. They're really nice. Especially early morning. Very nice. That's probably it for the hin stem. So give it a go. So guys, we are looking at doing another seminar coming up soon on spotted mackerel. We don't know if we're going to do it this Thursday or the following Thursday, but we will let you know. And we'll start taking bookings for that now, but we just can't give you a date whether it's this Thursday the 15th or next Thursday the 22nd, but we'll let you know in due course. Yep, okay. And that's about it from Doug and the team, Stewie and the team here at Douglas Tackle World. I really want to go out and fish against Stuart again. Guys, it will happen, don't worry. I just want to smash him.
Sorry, mate. A couple of weeks off. And I reckon I'm coming back stronger than ever.
I reckon you'll be suffering in bed because you're thinking about I'm going to beat you.
That's right.
Anyhow, guys, we'll see you next week with Doug and the team here. Look after you, whatever you need. We'll rig up all your lures. We'll do whatever you guys need for your fishing gear. And if you got gear from last year that needs to be redone, just bring in. We'll tell you whether it's good or not, and sort it out for you. Okay, see you soon. Thank you, Doug Tackle World here at number 8. Said if you drive bigger waters. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook or on our Douglas Fishing Channel YouTube page and learn heaps. See you then.
You gonna make that face when I beat you?
No.
Okay.
I've never seen that face. You won't ever see it, Stu. Sorry.
Okay, thanks guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye.